So Taya really just came in as a volunteer one day, and you guys found her that way, or?
Kind of. Yeah, she just strolled in off the street. We'll give you a place to stay and some cup of soup. And can you sing? Yeah, it was a little bit like that, to be honest. No, I mean, Taya, you moved down from what? She lived up the coast.
Yeah, moved from a small country town.
Yeah,
about 5 years ago, and wanted to pursue music and secular music, and that's where I thought I was going to go into, but just didn't really have the drive for it, and just decided to make Hillsong Church my home and just be planted, and that meant for me like serving in church. So I was just a youth leader because I couldn't make the creative team nights where everyone would gather together and we'd maybe get to be a part of choir or sing or anything. So I just did youth leading for like a connect group of like young girls, like 6 or 7 girls. They were crazy, but they were the best. And yeah, so just did that for a couple of years, and then it was, I don't know if you want the full story or just like.
No, it's interesting because
Okay.
you came in to volunteer basically is what I was reading.
And now you're on tour.
And now you're on tour. You're seeing the world. Where do you guys live now?
Still in Sydney.
All of you live in Sydney?
everyone lives in Sydney except for Dylan and I. We're in New York.
How do you guys practice?
FaceTime.
FaceTime, really?
Yeah, Skype. No, a lot of traveling, but like that's the funny thing because we won't see each other for 3 or 4 months, and then it's like, all right, we're going on tour, and we get together and have a couple of practices. I mean,
you pick up where you left
You
off.
heard how awesome we sound, like.
No, seriously, you guys sound great.
It was like sitting there, it was like, what are we playing? Interesting. I've never heard that before, but it's great. Let's just go with it. No, I mean, it works, and we put a lot of work in it, don't get me wrong, but like, so Dylan and I will fly over because everyone's coming to America, leaving their families, so we left ours, went over and spent a week or 2 getting ready for tour, and then we kind of all come over here. A lot of traveling, get very familiar with the Pacific Ocean.
Wow. Yeah. It's cold.
At least at 30,000 feet.
Right. You guys have had 11 live albums, 4 studio albums. Which one's your favorite? Do you like the live albums or do you like to go in the studio more?
Oh, I mean, a live album offers something.
Different energy.
Yeah, different energy. I think there's something special about that. But I do love the creative process, so I enjoy getting down. And
each one has its creative benefits, right? And the live projects, you get to kind of add that visual aspect, and which is really interesting, and I think it helps kind of complete the package. Yeah. But in the studio, you can definitely be creative and push kind of the boundaries on what you would do where you couldn't do that live. So
right, wow,
no mosh pits or anything like that.
No.
You'd be surprised.
Stupid. Thanks, Al, for that question.
Are you coming tonight? You'd be surprised.
I know the songs they sang today were, real mellow, but y'all have some high energy.
Yeah.
I mean, it really gets jumping in there.
We've got a guy in our crew named JD. He has long hair like Dave Grohl, and he jumps.
Oh, he looks more like a mix between Skrillex
and
the comedian.
Russell Brand.
He looks like Russell Brand?
He's a cross between Skrillex and Russell Brand, but he's like an athlete with his dance moves. So, I mean...
And he just gets lost in the music and you guys let him?
Yeah, you guys will just have to witness it.
It's carnage. It's been broken bones.
Well, if you want to watch Hillsong United, what's the website so we could check out the tour schedule?
Yeah, hillsongunited.com.
And follow them on Twitter at Hillsong United. You guys, thank you so much for coming in this morning. It's a pleasure having you. You sound wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give it up for Hillsong United, everybody.